In this video, we are talking about how to utilize a baby gym to help your baby learn how to sit upright and play with toys overhead to develop that upper trunk and core muscles that they need in order to be able to then sit all by themselves on the ground. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Dr. Lauren Baker, a pediatric physical therapist, and on this channel, we help proactive parents learn how to help their babies move better. Think of me as your pediatric physical therapy bestie, here to help you learn tips and tricks to help your babies move with confidence and ease. In the video today, we are utilizing a little bit of a trick using a baby gym piece of equipment or toy that you have already lying around to then work on sitting independently / learning how to prop sit with support for babies to build some of that upper trunk strength. So in order for a baby to transition from supported sitting to sitting independently, they need lower core strength. So they need their abdominals and core muscles and the bottom half of their body, like belly button and below, to be strong. That's built when they're doing things like grabbing their feet, rolling, as well as when the ground is actually producing a force on their pelvis and they're trying to kind of hold themselves up against gravity as it's pushing them forward. Now, the upper half of the trunk also needs to be strong. Otherwise, babies will present with kind of that forward flexed position where they're almost like collapsing forward and they're not yet able to kind of extend their back and be upright in that sitting position. Exercises that work on that are tummy time, rolling, and pushing up on extended elbows while on their belly. So there are a couple of precursors for this activity, but one way to help babies who are still in that supported sitting / prop sitting phase where their hands are on their ground and they're trying to hold themselves up against gravity while supplementing some of that strength with their arms is helping them sit supported. So you're going to support them, but then encouraging them to reach up overhead. As they reach up overhead, their trunk is going to extend and they're going to start working some more of those muscles on the back of their body, as well as trying to kind of keep themselves up while they're reaching. And that's going to work on core strength and multiple different planes of movement. Now, if your baby is too tall for a baby gym, you can grab those toys that were connected to a baby gym and attach them to something else and still work on this activity. In this video, the baby shown is right kind of at that level where she's almost too tall for this activity. So we'll also show a couple of photos at the end of utilizing a sturdy laundry basket. You can also have a couple of other different toys that we will talk about too that you can supplement to still work on this activity. So today we're going to work on using a baby play gym to work on supported sitting and then also working towards independent sitting. So I love these because you can have the baby work on reaching above 90 degrees. So we're going to have her in ring sit, and I want those hips tucked or those knees bent. And you might have to play around. If the baby is really strong, then you want to make sure that the play gym is really strong too. You don't want it to collapse, but this one is connected to the floor, so we are good. Hi, can you, what are these? Is that a zebra? Is that a zebra? What is that? Which one do you want? You want this guy? Yeah. Oof. Good job. So you may have to figure out which the baby is what the baby prefers. Hi, hi, hi. I feel like I'm blocking you. I feel like I'm blocking you. You can't see my little friend. Okay, and so my hands are, she tends to kind of lean to the right, so my hands are on the upper trunk or underneath the armpit in that C shape, and then my left hand is on above her left hip. And so when she goes this way, I can keep that left hip down on the floor, and we can just engage her. Oh, what is this? What's up here? What's up here? Yeah, hi. Oh, boop, 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 boop. Should we get closer? And then if you have a really tall baby, you might run into some head here. So it kind of just depends on what toys you have. Oh, yeah. Can we reach up? Can we get it? Oh, look at that. And then I've now switched my hand shape. I'm giving her less support. So I have a hand behind her back. And then I also have a hand kind of in front trying to keep those knees up in that ring sit. And I will probably switch around. If she wants to reach for that, I'm gonna help her rotate to the right just by having two hands in a C shape. I know sitting is hard. Oh, do you want help to pull? You want help to pull? Ooh, is that what we wanted? Yeah, can we try? Oh, go get it. Oh, I know. Help, Miss Lauren. Help, please. Oh, I know this is hard work. Oh, that's hard. Oh. Yeah. So as you can see in that video, the baby was getting a little bit on the taller side and it wasn't really super overhead. It was a little bit at eye level, but then she was kind of grabbing some other things. So it wasn't quite a perfect example of exactly what I wanted to do for the purpose of this video. So there are a couple of other ways that you can work on this. One being having a sturdy laundry basket. So fill it with lots of clothes, maybe some books, and attaching the toys from the baby gym, the ones with the ring or toys that you can also attach to like a car seat, things like that, at eye level or slightly above eye level so that they have to reach at either this angle or fully straight in order to bat those toys and play with those toys. You can also use other toys such as a wooden activity cube, especially a taller version one, which I will link in the description below. That can be a really good activity too, because usually there's toys on the top that they can reach up and play with, as well as it being a decent sized toy so that you can hit the spinning toys or open and close toys, things that are at that chest level or eye level. You can also hang the toys from the baby gym on really any type of furniture, off the edge of a chair, anything that's really sturdy that you're not worried about a baby, pulling over, because once they reach up and grab the toy, they may also want to pull that toy towards them. So I like to encourage more of a batting motion with the toy, or have kind of that sensory experience of raking their hands across the toy, things like that. Maybe have a teether toy near them, so if they do want to put something in their mouth, they have a free alternative option, so you can continue to work on reaching, but maybe with the other hand, they're chewing on a toy that then satisfies that craving for them. And that's a wrap, friends. Thank you so, so much for learning with me and for taking this time out of your busy schedule to help your babies move with confidence and ease and get stronger. It's so important that you guys know that there is so, so, so much that you can do with a little bit of knowledge and a whole lot of courage. So I really appreciate you taking this time to spend with me to learn more about how your baby moves and ways you can get them stronger. If you still have questions, make sure that you check the pinned comment. That's where you're going to find a link on a way to schedule a one-on-one online parent consultation with me, where we can dive a little bit deeper into answering all of your questions on transitioning to sitting independently, as well as building the core strength and all of those different planes of motion so that your baby is ready to transition to some of those more fun milestones, such as crawling, and then be in a really good place for walking independently, because all of those milestones really do build upon each other. If you are still looking for more exercise ideas on sitting independently, make sure you check out the Learning to Sit playlist, where you can see all of my exercises in one place. I do recommend watching all of the videos and then looking at the exercises and seeing exactly where your baby is and picking the one that feels doable for you. If you have other questions, make sure you drop them in a comment, or again, check that pinned comment out where you can schedule one-on-one time with me.